Good morning, Facebook. How are y'all doing? I'm out here. It's really nice. It's beautiful. The sun is shining so bright. I'm my black on black, sipping my tea. I hope y'all sipping y'all cold and cleansed tea. This is the right time for cleansing. I know everybody's getting ready for the holidays and eating and snacking, and you got to keep it flowing, guys. Everybody that's on the 72-hour detox program with me, we're staying focused, okay? But today I want to talk about, it's something I've been seeing on my timeline. I've been seeing people talk about Alabama make the right decision. I'm like, what are they talking about? So I know they're talking about the Roy Moore thing, but I'm not trying to drag my city, because I'm from Birmingham, Alabama, first and foremost, okay? And I left Birmingham when I was 18 years old. I went off to Berkeley. I got the fuck on up out of Birmingham. I knew I had to get the fuck out of there, and I went straight to Boston to study at Berkeley College of Music. For those of you that know, I'm a huge jazz nerd, but that's exactly where I went. After that, I became a flight attendant, flew for United, flew for, a lot of different airlines, and ended up flying for a private airline for NASCAR, the NASCAR team, and a couple casino clients out of North Carolina. And that good old boys club. Honey, Charlotte was a fool. But anyway, I'm from Birmingham, and I got the fuck out real early for a reason. Now, I want to talk to y'all about why I'm not waiting on Alabama for shit. I'm not waiting on those people down there to be anything different than what they've always been. If y'all still waiting on white folks to not be on code, y'all gonna be dead and in your grave. White people gonna get on code and get behind this pedophile son of a bitch, because that's how they are. That's how they've always been. That's who their ancestors are, and that's who they are, honey. These are the same people that raped, that castrated, that was doing the book breaking on the plantation. These are the most twisted, degenerate people that are in public office and your doctors, your lawyers. These are your people. This is the system of white supremacy. So when you asking me how I feel about Alabama, because I've had people ask, I don't fuck with it, because every time I drive over that state line, I get I kind of break out in hives, because it's that old spirit. The niggas in Alabama, they still apologizing for being black. I'm very clear about that. It's a fight to be black. It's a fight to have a melanin community that's progressive. When you're not in a place like Atlanta, New York, DC, or it's popping like that, and it's a progressive environment, you know what those little podunk towns are like. You know what Birmingham is like. I know what Alabama is like. Okay, so why am I waiting on Alabama? Alabama got rid of me. It couldn't take me. A revolutionary mind like myself, someone that was already thinking outside of the box, I wasn't even right for the environment in Alabama. That is an environment that it is so heavy with that Christian shit, and these are the same people thinking that they worshiping the same God. This man is justified fucking around with little girls. And then the people that support Roy Moore, I've listened to the interviews. They were like, well, it was just over the clothes, so, nothing was done. This is how these white ladies get on code. They get on code. They don't give a fuck what these white men do. So these little white feminists that's got y'all food and making y'all think that, it's some type of alliance between black women and black and white women. It's no alliance, honey, because at the end of the day, they gonna support their own, because that's being on code. 2 posts I made today with examples of being on code and how you need to be on code. And this is why I'm not waiting on Alabama, and this is why I'm not waiting on those mentalities to do nothing for me. I'm not waiting on them to be any different than how they are, because what they do is they operate on code, and so do I. That's why you don't have to wait on them. You don't have to wait on them to do shit, but be who they are. What you need to do by the end of 2018, I hope that the black community understands what on code looks like. On code looks like when you have been shot and murdered and executed on tape, and the whole jurors don't find anything wrong, when they can kill children and not have anybody go to jail, when they can kill people in custody, when they can kill unarmed black men and women. This is when you know who is really on code and who's not. We not on code, because we get our dumb black asses on TV and sit up there and look in their face, just like I think Walter Smith's mother, and told that man again, I forgive you. That's why I'm not waiting on Alabama. That's why I'm not waiting on them Christian folks in Alabama to do shit. These are not the people that's going to be making moves, honey, to liberate your people. These are the same people that Harriet Tubman, our great ancestor, had to take her shotgun to because they was going back and telling massa. These are the kumbaya niggas in Alabama, my same coon family members that's so Christian, so saved and sanctified and voting for Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump and all the rest of them because they share the same Christian values. Okay, this is that ignorance. That's why I'm not waiting on Alabama. So don't you wait on Alabama. Get the fuck on code. Back to my point. I made 2 posts today, and I said if I had to choose between donating to Pookie and Ray Ray mixtape or White Child Down with Cancer, I'm choosing the mixtape. It's not even a question for me. That's being on code. It don't matter what they do. They gonna support their own. A pussy grabbing president, they supporting him. Okay, them white ladies got right on behind them. They will get right on behind each other when it comes down to it. So the next example I gave was if I had a $1 bill and a $5 bill, and there was a homeless black man and a homeless white lady with a child or baby, doesn't matter. I'm giving the black man $6, cause fuck them and they goddamn kids, cause that's the way they feel about us. This is not no damn, oh, do unto others shit. I don't follow that ideology. This is why it was very, very important to switch your original code, switch your original African spiritual systems immediately when you got here. That's why they had to have the slaves Christianized within 8 days, because they knew it had to be a psychological brainwashing. It had to be a psychological switch to make them docile, to make them not go to their original code, which was the African spiritual system. It's an eye for a motherfucking eye. It's avenge your loved ones. It's revenge. It's fight until the death, because our ancestors, we knew we were not afraid of death. That's why we fought like that. That's why we were warriors, honey. Okay, so they had to get that warrior right up out of you, and they had to take you on down to slave, docile slave. Oh, master, I just need to, you know, heaven lasts always. Live for heaven. They had to give you all that. They had to give you that. And just like Sophia said on Color Purple, when Miss Celia was talking about, well, you know, what she say? She said it only lasts, trouble only lasts in the morning, but heaven lasts always. And what Sophia tell her, girl, fuck heaven. You better bash Mister's head open and worry about heaven later. So all of this kumbaya and stuff like that, fuck all of that. You better be about your people, because they about theirs, honey. Because clearly, you're not on the same code with this Christian shit. See, they keep making a fool out of you. Don't you understand, black people? This why I don't fuck with my family in Alabama. They so goddamn brainwashed. I don't give any nary of fucks, because family is who I am familiar in spirit with. Who I am familiar in spirit with. I listened to Brother Tariq Nasheed's podcast last Sunday. It was so good. And Brother Tariq Nasheed, he grew up in Birmingham himself. He said when he listens to Roy Moore, he said, I grew up around people like this. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm listening to him like, yep, me too. See, I grew up around people like the Roy Moores and all these coon mammies, plantation mammies that support them. That don't think nothing wrong, and that's just going to pray it all the way. Oh, Lord, Lord, Lord. And here we are in Atlanta. We had the same issue. Y'all remember with Keisha Lance Bottoms and that goddamn Mary, whoever the fuck she's supposed to be? I didn't give a good goddamn. But see, black folks should have learned what on code was then, and they did. Shirley Franklin was off code. That's why I don't fuck with the intersectionality and stuff like that. I don't mind if you gay, but baby, if you gay first and not black, it's a problem. You're off code. So Shirley took her gay ass and supported Mary. Fuck Shirley. Fuck everybody. I don't give a fuck if Shirley black. She was fucking off code. You supposed to support your people. And then they want to talk about Keisha corrupt. Girl, give me something else. Give me something else, honey. What politician ain't got some shit going on? I mean, it's like, really, you want to come with that one? So how about this? When we on code, if it's the choice between a corrupt black politician and a corrupt white politician, I'm going to choose the black corrupt politician, because that's what goddamn being on code is. Miss me with that, because they don't give a fuck either. That's what being on code is about. Okay? And let me be very clear about this. I am not saying I have an issue with people that are homosexual or gay. We have to deal with everybody from a lot of backgrounds. But my purpose is, if you on code, baby, I have black gay friends. They are on code, goddammit. They are on their African spiritual systems, goddammit. That is first. Their sexuality is second. That's what it's about. But when you go gay and you like, oh yeah, you know, I'm gay first and I'm a gay black man. No, honey, you're a black man first. Stop trying to align yourself with your little white fairy friends because they don't give a fuck about you. The little white gay women, the dyke women, the white feminist women, the gay white feminist women don't give a fuck about your black ass being gay. Okay, because they get right back on code. All right? So that's my position with homosexuality in the black community. You need to be goddamn on code first. And the same thing goes with religion. I really don't give a fuck what you practice, but if your practices interfere with you having good common sense and don't know how to get on code, and your ideology tells you to support your oppressor over yourself, that's when I have a problem with you. If your ideology is telling you to love your oppressor and forgive your oppressor in the face of the most grotesque and horrible crimes committed against you and your children, I'm not supporting you. So for all the Christians and all the people that want to get in their feelings about it, this is about being on code. That's why I fuck with Marcus Garvey. Marcus Garvey was Christian, sweetheart, but he understood the goddamn code. The code is for the African, for the liberation of our people. Okay? Practice what you want, but your first practice, your first principle, your first belief needs to be in you and your people and your survival. Don't you get that? So if your ideology is telling you to replace that over common sense and your own genetic survival, you're off code. You hear me? You're off code. By the end of 2018, I hope you black people get what being on code is. It's just being about your shit, being about your people, being about yourself over everybody else. I would gladly pick up, I wouldn't pick no homeless man up in my car, okay? Well, I'm just saying, I make sure I make a point to give more love to black people in public, especially when it's white people around, because y'all motherfuckers need to know. See, it's a psychological thing. This is a counter warfare tactic. You have to create a psychological barrier with your enemy. You better read the counter warfare tactics and how we return to black love and unity in chapter 1, y'all. This is chapter 1. This is counter warfare tactics. You create a psychological barrier with your enemy. Why? They do the same thing in war for the soldiers. When you're fighting, we don't want to be fucking seeing you as a human because we got to kill you soon. We don't want to know your name. I don't give a fuck about your children. I don't want to say good morning to you. I don't want to create a connection with you because I know you're my enemy. And at some point, we may have to go toe to toe. And it's going to be your life over mine. And I promise you I'm going to pick mine. That's what counter warfare tactics is about. Fuck all these feelings, fuck your emotions, and fuck how you've been programmed to think otherwise. You are at war. This is why you don't need to wait on Alabama. Hold on. White supremacists, the history, the legacy of Alabama, and the legacy of America and the United States of a goddamn America has always been, these white motherfuckers have been on code to kill your black ass, to draw blood from your black ass, to take the organs from your black ass, and to kill your black ass just for fun. This is who their ancestors are. And this is who they are. I know who my ancestors are. I know what my bloodline was looking like. I'm from some Harriet Tubman, Nat Turner bloodline. Now see, a lot of my other black people bloodline is from them coons. And they was donating to the little boy. Okay? This is why I had to get the fuck up out of Alabama. I'm telling y'all right now, I fuck Alabama. Okay, everybody, I have supporters, I have friends and family, or whatever the fuck they supposed to be. I'll call them my family, but I have a psychological distance with people that support white supremacy. That's just what it is. So fuck our last names, fuck if I'm from there. If your belief system is not on code with mine, you have to have a distance. They can't pay me no money to get to Alabama for nothing. Like, why? And listen, for those of y'all that live in Alabama, that's fine. I'm saying for me, I had to get the fuck on out of there a long time ago. Didn't look back. I used to always say, if I have to come back to Alabama and live in Alabama, something has gone horribly wrong in my life. If I have to live in Alabama for shit, something's gone horribly wrong in my life. And I had to actually eat my words. I had to eat my words because that was the worst year of my life. When I was dealing with depression, I had, just came out the loony bin in Atlanta, and I didn't have my ex-boyfriend and ex-fiance house to go back to because we broke up, and they had to send me back to Alabama to my mama's house to get myself together. I was getting myself the fuck back out of there. That was 2013. I got the fuck. It was hell or high water. 'Cause while I was there, shit was popping off. It was just Alabama, I don't know what they do there. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know. I don't even know how people live there, honestly. If it were me, I'm just interested in property owning stuff, you know. And salute to the black mayor, Randall Wood. And I went to school with that brother. You know, much love to the black mayor and stuff like that. But I'm just saying, you know, it's like if you put lipstick on a pig, it's still a pig. I don't care. You can make stuff and do cool stuff and maybe make a nice restaurant in Birmingham, but the energy of Birmingham is still them goddamn plantation black folks, and they just don't like to complain about the oppression. They okay with the little trinkets that they get from white master. They don't want to really rock the boat too much. Let me get on I-20 East and come on up the road to Atlanta, where the niggas have historically been running shit. I'm sorry, it's just what it is. This is history. This is global. Everybody knows this, okay? For real. And so, I mean, I haven't been back in so long. Don't want to go back. I told them when I was talking to my family, I said, look, when y'all want to hang out and stuff, why you ain't even invite me to Birmingham? What the fuck is there to do there? It ain't shit to do. Everybody's fucking lame. The black people there are so scared to be black. I know what it's like. Girl, don't ask me to go backwards. Please don't. Please don't. Damn black folks ain't doing a goddamn thing. Honestly. And that's why I'm so proud of my black followers that are from Birmingham. I have some people I went to school with, and their mindset is like, they trying their best to come up out of that stuff, but I can tell they still struggle. They don't even know how great they are. Black people struggle with that in these certain cities. They don't get to just be great. They just, if you want anything more than working a job and, getting a Sam sheet cake for your baby shower and your wedding, you just doing too much for the black folks around in Birmingham. For me, they just don't want you to be anything different for real. So it's a fight. They be trying to be fly and stuff, but they really just lame. It's a lot of lameness going on there because that's the energy, that's the vibe of oppression. That's what it does to black people. They can't be black. They can't be great. It's a fight, okay? And I know that. So listen, I know what it's like, all right? Yeah, Mississippi is the same way. And you see how David Banner had to bring his ass up out of there. And the ironic part is that the most revolutionary people come from the most oppressed cities. That's what it is. We don't fucking want to go back to that shit, though. No, you can miss me with it. Don't. Girl, when I see a 205 number, I just hit delete, just end call. It ain't nothing you talk about. I don't want to know who's sick, dead, or dying. I'm not interested, okay? But anyway, that's why I'm not waiting on Alabama for shit. It's just, y'all, get on code. You don't have to wait on cities. You don't have to wait on white people. And this is not just about Alabama. Don't wait on these degenerate white motherfuckers to be anything other than the sick pieces of shit and the sick son of a bitches that they are, okay? When you on code, you don't worry about why would I look like as a black person on my time Alabama make the right decision. No, they're gonna fucking do what they want to do, and what you need to worry about is staying your black ass on code, because that's the only thing that matters. Support black businesses. Get yourself out that goddamn hospital so you can stay the fuck alive. Heal your goddamn self. Educate your own fucking children, like I said. Start your own businesses. Support other black businesses. Create your own industries and make a busy, bustling economy. That's the way you do that. White, listen, Asian people are not on their timeline saying Alabama make the right decision. Okay? The Patel family, the Indians are not on their timeline saying Alabama make the right decision, honey. All right? So you stop asking for somebody else for the solution. Stop asking for white people to be any different than what the fuck they are. Listen to the transcripts. Do you need any more proof to see that these are some sick son of a bitches? Do you really need more proof? Why are you asking people to be anything less than what they supposed to do? They supposed to be on code. They actually doing what they supposed to do. And that's what I said. I don't care what it is. If I got the choice to choose black over white, I don't care if the black is crazy shit. I'm just going to go black. I don't care. That's why. Because neither do they. Because it's a code. Follow the code. I'm not getting into moral shit. When I have a choice of black over white, I'm choosing black. I'm just choosing black. That's what code is, okay? So I'm going to get out of here. And yeah, black people in Birmingham are so complacent. They try their best to be fly. They try their best to be cool. But even the ones that support me from Birmingham, they stay their ass in Atlanta. They do. They stay on the road. It's just, ooh, Lord. I'm not waiting on Alabama for shit. And I suggest those of you that are in Alabama, oh baby, get the fuck out. Get the beeline on the weekends. Get you a network of people outside of there. And if you got a cool network of people that's in Birmingham, you're lucky. That's good. If you got some progressive black people doing stuff and everything, that's great. But I know it's a struggle. You can't lie to me and tell me it's not. You got the same church members, the same lame-ass line sisters and line brothers that you went to school with, you go to church with, you go to Golden Corral with. Y'all ain't really doing shit. These people ain't really doing shit in Charlotte. The black folks in Charlotte, they so goddamn downtrodden. That's the fucking real America for real when I lived there. Same with goddamn South Carolina. Same with goddamn Tennessee. Jesus Christ. If you're not in Nashville, you're really fucked. Don't even talk about Knoxville, Chattanooga. I've been all around. I'm telling you guys. Same with Florida. If it ain't popping in Miami and you got some Jamaicans and some Haitians you around, you got to deal with that goddamn stand your ground law in Florida, and they on some fuck shit. So like I said, I'm very spoiled here in Atlanta because once we leave the Atlanta city limits and stuff like that and go into these other states, it's like the real America. The elevated black experience exists in Atlanta for a reason. It's always been like that, okay? It's an energy here. It's a real spirit here of progressiveness. It's even more scientific than that, why the best and the most brilliant come here, okay? And for all the people that's born and raised in Atlanta, y'all need to calm down because we have a right to be here, goddammit. They swear to God that people can't love Atlanta. This is for you, goddammit. For whoever is born and raised in Atlanta and think that Atlanta's their city and they saying Atlanta's full, shut the fuck up. You don't own it. And anyway, your ass never left. At least these are motherfuckers that came to a city because they traveled all around. Your ass never left home, so shut the fuck up, okay? But we love you, though. So anyway, moving along swiftly and professionally, like Justin J say, shout out to him. But anyway, yes, it's a reason why you need to really be focused on the progressive, the brilliant, the intellectual black people, because when it comes to really doing stuff in your community and making these moves, you can't be asking people to make the right decisions that's never made the right decisions. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. That's how you showing that you don't really have any power. That's how you show you're a real weak slave. That's you asking people to do stuff for you. See, that's how I know you're not practicing your own African spiritual system. Africans and warriors don't ask for shit. We have our solutions. We're clear. We operate on a higher authority. We work with spirits, honey. They still working with the goddamn sky daddies and Santa Claus and, you know, all the rest of the shit, Easter bunnies and everybody else they want to pray to and hope it's going to come out the sky and change Alabama from being the goddamn pieces of shit that they always have been. Fuck Alabama. Do you hear me? Fuck the mindset of Alabama. I love their land. I love the property there. But I think that's one of the places in the world. I want to make a list of top cities in the world that would be great if it weren't so many white people. Alabama would be fantastic if it weren't so many white people. It's some good property there. You know, it's beautiful. Beautiful. So I'm going to say something good about it. But, you know, other than that, girl, no ma'am. You don't even waste your time. If you're a brilliant black intellectual and want to hang out and do things and stuff and not have to make it hard on yourself, and you can at least find other people that'll help you make the dream come true, that's ready to do stuff, you're going to have some issues in Birmingham. Okay? Those black people over there are lame as shit. All right? Lame. All right? But anyway, y'all like my new pants? These are from fitnesswearworld.com. Hey, black on, baby, my stars. These are too cute. Oh, my little body, my butt getting big, y'all. Oh, shit. But anyway, that's what I'm waiting on Alabama. Me and Derek was talking the other day. He went to A&M. And I was like, bro, you probably left right when the last piece of education was being given. Because that was a good HBCU historically, but honey, after a certain year, it's just trash. But anyway, y'all, I'm going to get out of here. I'm finished dragging Alabama and nothing that they bring, and I'm from there. And that's not nothing. I mean, it's not like I'm like a traitor, like saying I don't want to be black no more. I'm not a Negro bedwench, and I'm not saying that, hey, you know, white is better. I'm saying Alabama fucking sucks. So don't take it nowhere else other than that, y'all. I'm talking about geographically, for the energy, for the experience, the black experience, and this is from a travel expert's perspective, okay? I've been all around, so don't come in my inbox and be like, you just, man, that's lame, man. You a hypocrite. How you gonna be from somewhere? Shut the fuck up. I can drag the shit out of Birmingham because I'm from there, okay? And so don't get in your feelings about it. I'm not saying you are lame. If you one of the cool ones, cool. You know the people I'm talking about are lame as fuck. They still wearing micro braids and black lip liner and thinking they cool and, you know, just all types of stupid shit. But anyway, it's cold out here, y'all. I gotta go, and I will talk to you guys soon. Mwah.